The colors mean stuff, yes. The purple one's the most dangerous one that we need to worry about as monk, as they will basically instant kill you. When lizards grab you, you're not necessarily dead. You could just be stunned and be grabbed by them, and if lizards attack each other, you could be let go and then get away. And purples have a really high chance of just straight up killing you. I believe so do greens, but remember. But greens are immune to worm grass and are just fat and extremely tanky. The purples can climb poles and then also have a high kill ratio. The blues can climb on walls in the background and overall just have a lot of movement but are small and weak. The whites are the one where you really need to worry about, where they have a long sticky tongue. They also climb on the background, except they're a bit stronger in every way to a blue. They also camouflage. There's also oranges that we will see that I think you would like specifically. And mole lizards. There's two others that we don't see at all, in this run at least, that are the teal lizards and the red lizards, which we should be happy we don't see them as monk. Close the gate. I didn't press split. It wasn't that great of a time, but it's been like 3 weeks since I've actually done a speed run. This is so weird. The hunter runs are getting to me. My entire lower half was caught, but we don't worry about that. We only need our head. Also, don't question what I'm doing. Just let it happen. I'm only going to sleep for weeks at a time without eating. The berries are a little in the way. Because normally there's only one in here, but now there's one on both sides, so it's a little annoying. You can't have your face directly over the exit, or you fall down into it while you're trying to starve like this. But every time I sleep a cycle, my karma goes up, which is the symbol in the bottom left there. And yeah, I need it to get really high and then get 3 pips and do an achievement, which was the survivor achievement that you saw me do. Achievements are useful because they let me teleport to locations I've already been to. And I see a Rob reaction on my post in Speedruns, so I almost feel like there's a certain person watching me right now. But yeah, I don't know. I think this is like the first stream that you've caught Urban Legend Mans. But I have no idea. That's not Ori, at least, which was... might as well have been like 10 years ago. But yeah, I normally stream at this time every week. For 3 to 5 hours. Ignore the top 2 clips. That's all I have to say. All of the others are funny. The top 2 are literally just lore stuff. Which I mean, I would love to tell you all the stuff about this game, but I don't know if you want to go, how deep you want to go down the rabbit hole. Hello, Rob. We've expected you from your reaction on speedruns. He almost just murdered me. Oh goodness. So yeah, how have you been doing, Rob? I saw part of one of your streams, and it sounded like, I don't know, it sounded like you haven't been doing hunter runs recently, just because currently you have the top time, top score and stuff, which makes sense to me. You've been doing a lot of other different things. This centipede wants to die. Except I can't eat it, because I'm... Okay, it just... Nice. That was my fault. Come here. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, please stay right there. That guy just flew me into space. Oh, I missed him. Oh, yeah. Enemies are... That's a tricky question. This guy is very tired. I'm wasting so much time. I mean, the spawns, because we're so early in the game, the spawns are exactly the same every time. What they do is completely procedural. I wouldn't say so much as randomized as it is just they do whatever they want. You can't compare it to anything. You're not gonna get the same thing every time. There's only so much they can do within a certain amount of time, so there's a statistical average that you could run. But they could do literally anything. Even things that they're not supposed to do. But we can't control that. Well, we kind of can, but we can't use it in a way that's actually useful. Rob knows about that. This guy's annoying. Okay, he went in the right direction. Another blue friend. But you'll notice, when I finally get to the areas that you already saw me in, you'll notice it is going to be a bit different. Okay, I just died from lag. Special green friend. Oh no! Someone's getting murdered up there. Why aren't you walking towards them, you imbecile? Just waste my time more. Eat him already. I will take the stick and stab you in the back. Oh. That's a first. I've never seen that happen before. I mean, he doesn't actually eat him till he gets back to his shelter. Like, we have our shelters that we can sleep in, and there's a lot of these broken ones you see. A good amount of them are just used as creature spawns, and that's where they stay when the rain comes. We don't care about the rain because we go fast enough, so it doesn't matter. Also, my time is complete garbage, but let's not talk about that. I need another bat fly. Yeah, I need another bat fly on the way if I can get one. I never make that second jump. Oh, yes! Everything's super bad. Ah, better. The blue better just not. Vulture friend. You should see the vultures, Earthen Legend. I think you would find them interesting. Ah, yeah. What's this guy doing? Well, I just phased my squid cicada through reality, but let's not worry about that. I'm terrible. Okay. Oh no. Oh no. Do something else with your life. Literally anything. Go anywhere. Not that. Finally. I just want to finish her run at this point. Oh, there was a vulture. There's another vulture. I don't know if it's coming down though. I probably could have grabbed that pole. White lizard? Nope. Three, two, one, now. Vulture friend in the distance. He's coming for me. Oh no. Didn't get a bat fly, but yes, he's a very special friend. You could also steal his face and scare lizards with him. That's the best part. That's what Rob does all day. Do not want to try that. That's a mouth. I thought you would like that. But it wastes time to ever fight any of those guys, and also I'm monk, so I'm weaker. Nice. No rocks. Barely made it. I hate that jump. So if you want to know exactly what I'm doing, basically I'm meeting 4 of these guys to up my karma beyond the normal base 5 as it is doing right now. Base 5 adds 2 more. They're basically different abilities. Monk is basically easy mode, and I used to just despise him, and I still do. Because Monk is dumb. But basically Monk, we always thought Monk was slower, naturally. But apparently, not only is this same speed as Survivor, which is normal mode, but he's also naturally lighter. Has a stealth bonus, which no other subcat has. But the one problem being that he is weaker throwing a spear. And things of that nature of attacking things. Which makes some stuff not as easily or even possible as Monk, but it also makes it just, I don't know, it's hard to explain. But also Monk has to eat less, which is why I'm looking at Monk now for Pilgrimage, which is one of the longer categories. Go away. Stop it. He just took him from me. I'm gonna die now. Try that again. But Survival's basically normal, Monk is easy, and then Hunter is hard mode. Hunter adds a lot of stuff that you wouldn't normally see. And then Hunter also only eats meat, so you have to kill lizards or anything else that is alive, basically. And you only have 20 cycles to live. And yeah, that's about it. There's a lot more. There's a lot of different objectives and different stuff you can do as Hunter, which is what Rob does, because there's a score tally once you beat the game or die of how many points of how many things you killed, how many objectives you completed, and otherwise. But Monk and Survivor are basically the same thing, which is to get to the end, which I'll leave as a secret. You may be able to guess a little bit, considering we're raising our karma 4 times. But, yeah. I can't imagine you really playing this game, but if you did, you would probably like Hunter, just because it's a lot of fighting games type of stuff, but it's very simplistic, if you can imagine. And it's different from speedrunning, as I'm basically grabbing a thing to make me jump higher, and then running for my life. I'm also going through region gates, which is that, and I need a certain amount of karma to go through them. And which is why I need to amass the 10 karma to get to the end, basically. Why does it... the screen transition's weird. Hunter also gets to put a spear on its back, so he can hold 2 spears. I mean, I don't expect you to speedrun them. I don't expect anyone to speedrun this game. There are a lot of hardcore people in this community, and not a lot of them want to speedrun this game. But if you were to play this casually, I feel like you'd probably like it to a point. It's a survival game at baseline. The platforming really... You kind of evolve and go into it and then learn more and more as you play, which is kind of the point. Because you're supposed to know nothing as like a child that's lost or whatever. And then you don't need to fight if you don't want to. But if you want to, you could kill literally everything. There's an orange lizard. Don't look at me, orange lizard. No, stop it. Oh, he fell over. And the stuff that happens in this game is ridiculous. If you really wanted to, you could do score runs. Which take 5 hours, and why I don't do them. But average play time, if you were to basically explore and do everything, 40 hours. which is the big thing about it, but you can get lost in this game for a long time if you wanted to. Like, most people would die to those white lizards, but I've dealt with them a few more times than I would like to say. There's 2 more. There's 4 white lizards. One of them could have fell off and killed itself. One of them might be literally right here. Nope, not dead yet. Okay, one's coming down or something. I heard him. What is he doing up there? They never come up there. This guy. I mean, Subnautica would be pretty cool. I've got to admit. I've already watched most of a playthrough, like literally there at the end, and I stopped watching. It's a really cool game. I think you'd do good to stream that. If you stream it, I will host you. I don't know how many people from my stream would ever watch you, but I'm doing it anyway. It would probably take forever. I would consider it to be alike to this game because they're both survival games, and you can do whatever you want, and everything in it does whatever they want, except to a point where I think the creatures in Subnautica are tame? I don't know. They seem to give up easily compared to this game. I haven't really played it, but technically I own it now. I mean, you're still just starting. This doesn't change anything. I'm basically just starting. Mr. Teleport Squid is bad. I've heard about Mr. Teleport Squid. I'm not okay with Mr. Teleport Squid. This is why you have a knife that is literally burning at all times to cut through everything. Also, I forgot the split again. I don't know why I have a split there, but I should probably get rid of the wall echo one and just have enter Sky Islands. Purple Man goes down there? I didn't even know. You never see him do anything except trap himself off to the right. The one problem I do have to say about this game is the death pits that I almost fell into. Wow. I've never seen a vulture there either. Thank you, death pits, for giving me another heart attack. Come here, Batfly. I need you for subsistence. Thank you for your donation. Come back here. I'm not done with you. I hear a lizard. I'm just gonna go for it, see what happens. Face first. Okay, I'm not happy about the centipede. Where am I right now? actually seeing enemies this time. Weird. Scavengers. Hopefully they're able to stab me in the face a little bit later. The white lizard's down here? He normally doesn't come down. I'm stuck. Okay, I'm not stuck anymore. Orange. Don't accidentally stab me, scavenger. Massive fight in the background. 3, 2, I'm stuck. Okay, let's get out of here. But I have to activate the echoes for them to give me the magic karma, which is why I have to get to them and then sleep. And then something just went up and I have no idea what it was. Those are pole plants there, pretending to be poles, and you grab on them and then you die. A terrible death. Also, I don't know how good the first impression of this game is for you if it's a speedrun where I'm basically running by everything. But it's whatever. Because I never thought you'd play this game. I actually don't really think so, but... Subnautica seems like a better game for you. I don't know why I took the squid scare again. What is asleep there? Is that a bat fly? Get out. I should remember that. I believe we can probably get close to 26 minutes, but I'm not sure. Was that an egg bug? Can I, like, escape my prison? Yeah, it was. Not scavengers here for once. That means we get to die this way. Kill me. Kill me faster. Pixelation certainly helps, yes. There's so many layers of like work done. It's hard to explain what exactly they've done. Because it's not just a flat screen that we're looking at. There's a lot of stuff going on. Why did it switch to that one? I literally just teleported to the other one. It always does this. I don't know what it is. There's zero reason why it should be doing that. I should completely wipe one of my 3 saves and then make sure that that location is just impossible for it to be chosen. It is cycle 8? Interesting. Didn't go as planned. Now I get to actually do what I wanted to do last time, though. Centipede. Also, if you haven't already been able to tell, the centipedes are electric. They're basically a battery where if both heads touch you, you die. Except if they're tiny, they don't kill you. What just happened? Did my controller disconnect? It's like it just walked off and then did none of my inputs. I get this guy though. Hello, Axel Littlemans. I'm guessing you're Axel Little from the Discord, but I'm not sure. Oh, I wanted that karma flower. My mistake. I guess we don't need it. You should go back the way you came. Good. You are? Well, hello. I have never really gotten to talk to you. Come to me, lizard. That's both the purples, so only green's in the way. The other one might be fighting them now, which is good. Yes! Stab him more! I give you special presents. I'm making sure I know when they wave me through, because you can never tell, first of all. And then, no, not really. I'm testing out how well, nice, 2 spears, a popper, and mushroom. What's this guy doing? He's not picking up anything. But I am testing how the food difference could change stuff, and so far it's working out well. I have a pearl in my stomach for going back. Normally I don't have the pearl, because I can't get enough food to actually not starve in Sky Island. It's hard to explain for a second. But basically they're exactly the same. I just want to test them out different. The food system may be for ease of use. Yeah, sleeper. I need food. I just realized I should have ate the berries earlier. What's wrong with me? There better be a spear right here. I haven't done this in so long. Is that a spear? Nope. Yeah, there's really no difference between the different. I used to always think Monk was garbage, and I still think that, one. But 2, Monk apparently is the same stats speed-wise to the T to Survivor, except, okay, let's just activate this. Normally you want to save, then activate, then throw yourself into the pit, and then run over there, but I've completely forgotten to eat. What else was I going to say? But apparently the only difference between Survivor and Monk is Monk has a bigger stealth bonus, is lighter, which can be a really good thing at times. And is... I'm not sure what this is. Okay. Get out of my way. And throws worse, as we all already kind of knew. The throwing worse can affect stuff at times. Because if you do a belly slide back throw of anything, it's not going to be as effective. And right now, I'm just completing my first run as Monk. And then I'm going to be timing it against myself. You are actually here. Hello there. Normally you're not in here. But normally I'm wrong, so it's whatever. Probably could have just ate the... You always get a dream here as well. I should just ate the backslide. But yeah, I still want to do a hunter pilgrimage eventually. Those runs are very volatile, especially when it's not any percent. If you can imagine. I got chieftain too. That's some kind of miracle. Considering how awkward chieftain is. Okay, failed that. I'm still questioning if going along the top or just crawling along the bottom is faster. I can imagine that going along the top is probably faster, but I'm probably gonna accidentally fall. Yeah, definitely. Having the different spawn locations honestly is a big deal to me. I mean, you kind of can. It's never really mattered. There's no situation where it's been like, yeah, this is a pretty good location or time to do that. Have I not done... Yeah. I have not done splits this whole time. Also because I messed up the splits, but who cares? Oh yeah, I forgot it's circle. It's a month. The only issue with pilgrimage that I've ever had is basically, one, you go to Sky Islands, which I'm not entirely used to. Also the giant death pits that are Sky Islands. Wow, I'm messing up here. And then when you teleport with a passage, it always picks the wrong... It always picks the wrong shelter. I don't know what it is. But pilgrimage is nice just because it's a decent category that's still pretty long, but is not 100%. That you don't have to have a squid cicada. Don't kill me, please. I'd prefer less death in my life. What's going on? Because you are uneducated. Get out of my way. You worthless fool. Do I actually want to fall? I always forget. I think I'm supposed to fall, because it's a bit faster. I mean, when you talk about fighting games that are not Smash, it's like, I still understand to a basic degree fighting games. But yes, kind of. I mean, I fully understood our conversation yesterday about fighting games. The whole touch of death thing was interesting with Fighter Z. also is really dumb, but I hate combos. If only everything could be mid-game, and then I would like fighting games. I disconnected. Okay, and I'm back. I need to stop touching... the wire on my controller. Wow, let me mess this up more. Yep, there I go again, messing it up more. Got one of them in a bad location. I mean, if you consider wobbles, you're definitely not wrong about that, Axolotl. I believe he's been trying to get the melee scene a little bit into Raid World, but at the same time, I don't know how far that would ever go. It's still very simplistic compared to any fighting game when you go to Sandbox and stuff. I could force you to do it at some point, Urban Legend. We could play multiplayer on this game and fight each other for no reason other than we can. And also have a daddy long legs and we all die to it. Don't worry about it. Please don't be here. Yes. Sometimes the axolotl is down in that water spot. The axolotl is coded to not want to go into this room, but he can fall down there and really not be able to get back out. Also, Monk has less lung capacity, which is a bit annoying in this section. But it's doable. But the only time the axolotl will ever kill you is on the screen transition when you're entering the room where he is. Or if he's down there and you just are going through the pipe and he just kills you. But, yes. We're talking about two separate axolotls here. The one in chat and the one in game. The only one in the game that actually does anything to annoy any of the runs. Okay, I'm bad at this game. I do that a lot too. There's something about poles sometimes that they just don't want to be grabbed. And maybe I'm just hitting the dead zone just enough so it's not doing the input. I messed that up finally. Or I don't know what it is. I never make it on this pole either. That's mostly because jumping is bad. Okay, I messed that up too. Usually you want to rock here, the belly slide back throw, but you can also roll right then so you can get jump out. Well, I didn't fall, but I messed it up a bit. Go down. I decided a long time ago that I didn't really want to do anything that really messed with the physics too much. Like, there's that jump right coming out of the tutorial where instead of going around the pillar and then climbing a pole, you can just kind of do this weird backflip and then kind of push off the top of the pole to get up higher. And then there's that, and I don't know. It's a degree of accuracy that where if you mess up once, you're losing time, not gaining time if you mess up. And it's easy to mess up, so I just don't find it worth it. I mean, obviously it's worth it in the end, but until the day that a speedrun matters to actually put it in, I don't care to learn it, because I'm just going to get annoyed by it. And so far none of the speedrun requires that, as there's not a lot of people speedrunning this game. There's been a decent amount of people testing it out, though. I messed that up, and that's been kind of nice. The problem with Monk coming into here is that the mole lizards, if you make noise up there, they don't know you're there. So they could just be not moving below you, and then you just follow them, and then you die. And it's so dumb, because normally you make noise, and then you know exactly where they are, and you can dodge them. And then you could just follow them as Monk, and then just die. Because they never got aggroed until you were on top of them. That is one change as Monk. I'm messing these up. That I have noticed. That cost me a run on the race that we did. But yeah, that's basically the easy mode that the Monk brings, is that he has a stealth bonus to sound and to sight, which is why the creatures look so lethargic sometimes. It's not because they're easier, it's because they can't see you or know that you're there as easily. Obviously you still have the reputation higher, which changes some my controller disconnected, which changes some things, but it's not the big deal. Also, it's heart attack time. There it is. Still gets me. Throwing them backwards changes a few things as Monk. The timing's slightly different as Monk, doing the back throw. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just me. No rocks. Why? I literally didn't belly slide for rocks. We do want one of these spears though, so it worked out. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna mess up everything in depth. Don't worry about it. I guess it's kind of nice that we don't have to despawn the Guardians, but I always love doing anything with Guardians. There's so many ways to manipulate them. Also, don't worry about what's in the background. Urban legend. I don't see anything. There's nothing there. Okay, I can't really read what you wrote. I've been trying to read it for the past few rooms, and then I keep looking back. Because I can't really stop looking at this. Yes, everything gets very different. We're about to end the run. We got a pretty good time, too. This is better than I expected. It's not great, but I made a lot of mistakes. It's certainly not bad. And does that have anything to do with that makes sense? Okay, I completely know what's happening. You finished the whole thing too? Amazing. How did you like it? So I know Sylvia finished it. I saw that. I was there for that. Nice. I mean, what do you think of the ending? Because it is very different from everything else. Also, don't say anything about it because Urban Legend hasn't seen the ending. I think it's better for him to experience it through me, as I know that he's not going to play this game. Unless he wants to play this game after seeing the ending, which is possible. Although not possible, I don't imagine you. That's just me. But now you get to play as Hunter, right? Right? Yes? Oh. Exactly. I mean, the only reason... do you want to play this game, Urban Legend? Because if you really want to play it, then you should stop watching. Okay, the throwing's working out well. I missed the other thing. But yeah. Well, if you ever have any advanced questions about Rain World, definitely ask me or Rob or really anyone if you're on the Discord, the general Discord, in Speedruns or in Rain World spoilers, if you ever wanted to know anything like crazy specific about the game. Because there's only so much you can learn just doing whatever you want to do. Obviously, I would recommend you do your first Hunter run without knowing anything. But, yeah, there's always that point where you're like, can I do this? Oh, what's the special way to do this or something? What's the best way that is considered right now? Okay, you should stop watching now. Hopefully you didn't see anything. I have never done Pilgrimage Percent as Monk, so this will be my first one as Monk, but for Survivor, it was a 59-49? I don't remember. I'm not doing great with the swims right now. Swim straps, carry me. But if it's sub-hour, it's an amazing time, which it seems like that's what it's going to be. I thought I didn't do that good, but game decides otherwise. I forget how long it takes. I think it's 2 minutes from when you get jabbed to the end, generally, but I completely forget, to be honest. I remember during the Pebbles Percent race, that was just because I retimed it. There's a lot of locations that you go through that take either 1 to 2 minutes. It's really weird how it works out like that. Like for Pebbles Percent, you go to Industrial at about 5 minutes, and then you get to Chimney at about 7 minutes, and then you get to Wall at about 10 minutes. And it's like perfect timing, 2 minutes and then 3 minutes later. Let's see if I can not fail to manipulate this guy. I should turn down the volume, it's probably really loud. Follow me, fool. He's probably active. This one, right here. Yeah. Forgot to press split. Whatever. Voidworm, take the wheel. Getting absolutely noodled. Oh, didn't say anything or really think anything the moment I noticed the giant pool in the center, and then it was like, I totally have to go down, don't I? Spagoodled. Exactly. Are we gonna be we are, aren't we? That is so weird. I didn't think this was good. Don't talk to me, bro. Oh, he didn't do it. That never happens when he leans left. Also, I talk louder when there's giant void worm noises. I'm noticing that when I watch the VOD over. I need to stop doing that. It's like when people with headphones are listening to something really loud and someone talks to them and they're like, "What? What did you say?" Certainly. You could talk about anything about this. I mean, there's a lot of different interpretations of it. Honestly, none of them are wrong, and none of them are correct, and that's why it's amazing. Why is this sub-hour? What is happening? This is better than the Survivor run, if that makes any sense, that I did. So yes, it is world record! Or whatever. Even though it's only me and Hoku that have done this category. But yeah, I mean, that's what I like too. One thing I always thought would be cool, if like, when you're being dragged down, like there's that long period you're just being dragged by string down by the void worm. It would be so cool if it like showed or like recorded some of the locations where you straight up died. And then just showed like these were the past iterations of you. And the final cutscene glitched out. Again? This keeps happening. Why does this happen? Show me the last frame, you dumb game. Oh. I'm sorry. It happens so often.